Good morning. Thanks for joining me at Coffee with Kory on our 100th episode. And yes, I feel a little ridiculous surrounded by coffee cups with my face on them, but I wanted to get it out right away. What we touched on last week, we're giving away Coffee with Kory mugs to anybody who wants one. All you need to do is just make a comment on this social media post, either saying, I want a mug. Maybe something fun that we could do is if you want to make a comment of where we first met or a favorite memory that we share together, as long as you keep them clean, that would be fun. So I'd love to get a little bit of dialogue going on with as many people as we possibly can today, because this is a big milestone for us with Coffee with Kory. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit in a quandary about what we wanted to talk about today, because the last time we had a milestone on the 1-year anniversary of Coffee with Kory, I put a lot of thought into it, because it was the time when I talked about the one and only tattoo that I have and the story behind it and what led up to it. It was very meaningful for me. And I'm thinking, Nikki has really, made a deal out of the 100th episode, and we're giving away mugs. And I'm like, gosh, if I don't have something really big to talk about, it might be a little bit of a letdown. And then I was watching the news the other night, and the last story on the news was about a gal from Sioux City, Iowa, who over a period of many years, decades in fact, had taken pictures of her parents as she left their family home, and then now that both of her parents have passed away, she put them out into an art exhibit. And something as somewhat mundane as saying goodbye to somebody and then capturing those pictures over a period of years and seeing how her parents aged and the different people, like her child or her parents' grandchild, being born and growing up, just all of that was it was pretty touching. And it made me realize that it doesn't really matter what we talk about today. It's more about having us get together and sharing some stories, hopefully a few laughs. And so all of that said, there was something that happened at the gym here. It's probably been a couple months ago already, and I've been wanting to talk about it. There just hasn't really been a good time to bring it up, but today's the day. So I get off the treadmill, and I'm going over to go to my locker for a minute, take my headphones out, and Adam says to me, "Making it look easy again today, aren't you, Kory?" And I know that he was joking, because as all of my gym friends can attest to, the one thing that I don't do when I'm on the treadmill is make it look easy. I'm laboring the whole time, and in recent months and years, I've taken to increasing the incline as I finish and just making sure that I'm leaving everything right there on the treadmill that I've got to give that morning. And so the one thing I know Adam wasn't referring to is that I actually made it look easy. But it did get me to thinking about that is very common in life. As you see somebody doing something that you aspire to do and you feel like it comes easy to them, it's the exact reason why, as I was growing up, and I'm sure several kids growing up feel like they're gonna be a concert pianist, or for me it was a football player in the NFL, or whatever that you see somebody doing that they're just exceptional at and you think, oh my gosh, I can do that too. Well, you probably can, but what you don't see when you're watching somebody doing those amazing things is all of the hours, the countless hours that they're putting in to perfect their craft. And I think that is something that's worthwhile to talk about, because anytime you see somebody that's excelling at something, you need to understand that they're putting in a lot of time and effort to make that happen. And if you're going to succeed at whatever item or career that you set your mind to do, there's going to be a lot of hours and there's going to be a lot of work. But if you enjoy that work and you enjoy those things that go into making it absolutely a labor of love, so to speak, it makes it a lot easier. So I thought that I'd leave you today with, as I talk about often, I get a lot of opportunities to visit with many of you about Coffee with Kory and what we talk about on Saturdays. And I've had a few of you through the years go, how do you always come up with things to talk about? And you make it sound seamless. Well, I'm gonna leave you with a few clips here that will make you realize that anytime we're having coffee together, I don't sit down and do them in one take. There's usually an element of struggle. So I'm sure Nikki will have a few of those clips for us here, so you know that's part of what we do here on the weekend as well. But it struck us at how vibrant that community is. Downtown was bumping. Oh my gosh. I just wanted to share that with everybody. Dang it. Wow, that was close. Really close. It's okay. From Andrew. And it meant a lot to me. Dang it. Why can't I get through that? Come on. Shucks. Well, it's probably just a good idea for me to just keep my shirt on. Number 2. It's cold and windy. And I really appreciate all of you that have tuned in for all 100 episodes, or if you're just joining today, I'm glad you're here. And I hope to see you next week at Coffee with Kory.